On this episode, we discuss Zelensky's political theater, what Russia could do with their generously given 50 days on the battlefield, the U.S. trying their hand at drone warfare in an EW environment, Wagner, outer space, the Australian M1A1 Abrams tank delivery, thermal cloaks during the daytime, and more. Okay, let's go.
Conflict, politics, military-industrial complex, technology, war. The Flash Traffic Podcast.
Until they get the remaining hostages back, they're going to continue to raise Gaza.
Apparently, there's 20 living hostages, they believe.
Yeah, okay.
There's 50 still outstanding, but they believe 20 of them are still alive.
Okay.
And that their hostage holders, are instructed to kill the hostages if the IDF even gets anywhere close to them.
That's probably accurate.
So I don't see how killing a bunch of civilians waiting for refugee relief for food at the border. I don't see how that helps them get their hostages back. But hey,
it is revenge.
Silly Israelis doing silly things like killing over 100 civilians just standing in line for bread or rice or whatever.
It is revenge, cool. And they've justified it 100 different ways already. And they view the Palestinian people as the enemy, and it is worth killing them because they are the enemy. There's no other answer to what you see.
Yeah.
You'd like to think the Israelis were the good guys and would show restraint, and they're a modern society and a professional army, and they know to be disciplined. You flush that out the toilet. Anyways.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest atrocities that the U.S. Army ever committed was the My Lai massacre.
That's the only one you know
Vietnam,
about.
And I think
it's the only one you know about.
That we know about. And I think we killed 350 people. I think they killed 350,
in
maybe
that
almost
one
400 people.
Event, if you read into it,
right,
and the Army doesn't like to talk about it, what you did there was really unspoken policy.
What policy?
That was unspoken policy. The destruction of villages like that was actually the norm. Mm-hmm. Colin Powell was part of the investigating. Yeah, you think it was the only time? You think they got caught on the one time it was ever done? Is that what you think?
No. But
Colin
it's probably
Powell,
one of the biggest ones, though.
I doubt that. It was what was reported on. When I think it was a helicopter crew reported it, and they're like, what are you guys doing? What is going on here? Colin Powell was part of the investigating committee and said that this was common. But you know what? They didn't want to look into it. They refused to look into it because you know what? You wouldn't like what you were going to find.
Nope. Let's just be ignorant.
We treated the Vietnamese people as the enemy. You are the enemy. You support the Viet Cong, whether you have to or not, but you do. It is worth killing you over it now. But when you do that, obviously your counterinsurgency policy is out the door.
Yeah,
you have no. Yeah, that's over. That's done. You've rejected that, right?
You can't raise villages and then win hearts and minds,
right?
Well,
yep.
Over the weekend, Zelensky proposed to reinvigorate the peace process. Okay,
that's refreshing.
Okay, it's nothing more than pure political theater,
sure.
Because everybody in the world realizes for the next 50 days, nothing is going to happen peace-wise.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So pretty much political theater.
Yes. You got to say it. It's like what you have to say out loud.
Yeah. He's just trying to show that, look, Ukraine's still the good guys. There's good guys and bad guys here.
Fair enough.
Ukraine's the good guys.
And this isn't something hard to figure out who's the good guy and the bad guy. This isn't hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It must be a slow news cycle this weekend if the New York Times is running this story as the Ukraine story. Oh, you want to have negotiations? Okay, that's great.
People who follow Ukrainian war, that's a nothing burger.
No, it's absolutely
For you, you're like,
newspaper filler.
yeah, it's filler.
It's just filler.
Yeah. Someone's got to write an article.
Yes, they have to have something about the, Ukraine in there. An interesting story that was run. Let me show you this. Okay, this is in the Kyiv Independent. It came out July 17th, so it's a couple days old, but it goes along with the peace process. The title is Explainer, what Russia could achieve in Ukraine by Trump's 50-day deadline. So less than 50 days now. It's pretty interesting. It goes on to describe each of the fronts, the north, east, and south fronts, and what could possibly take place on those fronts. Basically, they're saying, the Kyiv Independent is saying in this article, that Russia could take about 700 square kilometers and probably one major city. So either Pokrovsk,
they're calling that a major city. Okay.
Chasiv Yar. Well, one major
town, whatever
development.
Right.
They could, Orikhiv in the south. I don't think they said that, but hey, let's go to the deep state map. Okay, the deep state map. We haven't looked at this recently. Starting in the north, Russia's in the Sumy Oblast.
Right.
So that's the fifth oblast. They were in the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, but I think they've been pushed out according to Deep State. So they are officially in 5 oblasts. But if you look at the envelopment that's going on right here, Konstantinivka, Petrovsk, we forget about Orikhiv and Robotny, but there's a little bit of envelopment going on there too in the Zaporizhzhia
basically
Oblast. All
over the entire front. There's a series of mini envelopments to try to pinch off a town, a village, whatever you can get.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah. So what are they going to do? I tried to take one town and 700 square kilometers.
I think
I failed to see what the, would it be more valuable just to, try to instill some goodwill? I know that's ridiculous saying it about the Russians, but just, pause, take a ceasefire and go ahead and negotiate at this point.
Absolutely not. I think you're talking from logic, but I think all the indicators show Putin is backed in a corner. He's done if this doesn't work. He's got to show a victory at any cost, or politically he's done.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be able to take the oblast, though. He clearly cannot take. He can't take Kherson Oblast because there's the Dnipro River right there.
Not happening.
Can he take all of Luhansk and Donetsk? And
not this year.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe eventually you got enough politically expendable humans from the east and south. That's where they draw, I think, most of the recruits from. They're politically powerless. How soon do you run out of those powerless humans to get devoured on the Eastern Front?
Yeah, but it looks like, what's your over-under for after 50 days that Putin starts negotiating? You think he's done?
He absolutely will not negotiate.
You think he drags it on some more, kicks the can down
drags
the road?
What on? He's not negotiating anything. He's going to go all out.
So you don't think he's going to negotiate?
No.
I think there's a small chance. I'm going to give it a 10% chance.
Wow,
that Putin goes ahead and negotiates.
You're an optimist,
but it's so minute. It's probably not even worth talking about. Let's switch gears and talk about drones.
I don't think that's really switching gears, but okay.
Drones. Okay, according to the German Major General Christian Freuding,
that's not a good picture of him, but okay.
It's not a good picture, but he says that he was on the podcast, the Bundeswehr's Nachrichtenfragen podcasting this weekend. And I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
It is definitely not.
Bumbling. He says that Russia's gearing up to launch 2,000 drones a day. That's what their goal is.
A day or just that one time?
No, a day. So they want to get to the point in their production of Shaheds and similar drones. Or they can launch 2,000 a day. That's a lot of drones.
Well,
500's a lot.
sure, it depends on what type of drones. What type of drones are you talking about? Right. It's what kinds.
Yeah.
That matters. Sure. So Russia's ramping up. They're not ramping down. Putin's not going to negotiate. He's painted himself in a corner. He wants to conquest it at all costs. He's got nothing else to do. What did you think Russia was going to do with their time? Create low carbon energy? Improve healthcare? Come up with a new educational system model? Like, what do you think Russia does in their spare time? Like, that they contribute to society and the world? Yeah, so
build knockoff Iranian drones that they didn't even invent.
Putin's got nothing else to do. He's not doing anything. He's not helping the world, helping Europe, improving anything. He's got nothing to do except try to take over Ukraine.
This is his hobby.
It's his hobby.
Some people crochet. Putin likes to take over former Soviet satellites.
His goal,
that's his hobby,
until he dies, is to recreate the Soviet Union. Until he dies, he's going to try to do that. He's not stopping.
He's got 89 years yet to live just to get Ukraine, perhaps. If we follow the linear model of Russian advance, which is total
Russia or Europe, Ukraine, your response, launch 2,000 drones a day against Russia. Hit every airport, every bridge, every rail line, every oil depot. Let's go. Hop 2,000 a day, just like that.
Yeah, let's take a look. If you're curious,
I'm very curious
about the
very much so
about the podcast. Let's take a listen here.
Vor einigen Tagen wieder in der Ukraine vor Ort. Wie haben Sie denn die Lage da wahrgenommen?
Ja, in der Tat ist meine Wahrnehmung, dass sich die Stimmung in der Bevölkerung, zumindest denen, mit denen wir sprechen konnten, verändert hat. Die Menschen sind bei aller Entschlossenheit.
This is very useful for the listeners.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
My God. Now, she's just killing me with her Berlin accent. Oh, she's just killing me with that.
You should feel grateful, I guess.
The listeners got nothing out of that. The listeners got nothing out of that.
No, but you should feel grateful that you listen to the Flash Traffic podcast, because you could be listening to that. Jaben, dieben, jaben, laben. Schlaben, laben, laben, laben. I'm pretty good with German. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to something else. Let's continue with drones. Here's an article that came out in the Kyiv Post. Drone, missile, meet Odin. Ukraine's answer to Shahed kamikaze drones. Basically, it's like a little missile drone. It's like an FPV drone if FPV drones were aerodynamic. So
they've been working on that for a minute.
Yes. There are a bunch of manufacturers in Ukraine working on drones to intercept Russian Shahed type drones, the bigger, slower drones. Apparently, this model, which is called the Odin Win Hit, they have some issues with branding, I think. But apparently, this goes up 500 or 5,000 meters. Sorry. That's pretty significant.
That's an interesting idea. I mean, the bottom line is, does it work? Great. They've tested 1,000 things. Does it work?
Yeah, a bunch of people apparently they've got video of it hitting a Shahed.
Awesome.
In the Sumy region.
Can you hit 1,000 of them every day of the week? That's the question.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to try everything. You got to try anything. Yeah. You got to try everything. You got to try to make something stick.
One of the interesting things that came out of the drone articles about interceptors is that Russia is using Shahed drones on the front lines more, which I thought was interesting. Yeah.
Like for tactical targets?
For operational and tactical use.
Mostly
operational use.
Not killing civilians.
No, striking logistic trains and hubs and warehouses and stuff like that.
So what they should have been doing from day one. Okay.
Exactly. Trying to punch through using everything they have, including the VKS, their Air Force. Yes, they should have been doing this from the beginning.
I don't know about that, but okay. That's a bridge too far.
Yeah, the first time I heard a Shahed that was not in a city, was not in Kyiv, was outside of Sumy, right on the border. There were 2 Shaheds circling right above us. I was like, oh, never heard that. Never heard that moped sound that wasn't over the city. It was interesting. But apparently they're using them more and more to strike tactical and operational targets, which I think is a good idea.
They must be
Russia.
desperate. Where's the summer offensive? Pretty sure the summer started around 15 May. It's 15 July past. Where are we at? Like the summer is gonna be over in a little bit. Where's the summer offensive? Did we lose it? Is it lost in the white noise?
I think
on the zero
we're going to
line?
be
Like,
seeing it for the next 45 days.
I'm confused.
I think we're just going to be seeing it over the next 45 days. I think that assessment by the Kyiv Post is pretty accurate. I mean, they're more in touch with what's going on the battlefield than you or I are.
No.
But, it seems reasonable, 700 square kilometers in one of the major hubs.
So where's the summer offensive?
Assessment.
Is there no summer offensive that's distinguishable than just daily business? I think the Russians are just doing daily business, trying to take everything on every other front. There is no summer offensive like we're going to really put effort into this area and really push and make it the center of gravity. I don't see that. We're 2 months into it.
Maybe we haven't seen it yet. So where are the T-90s that they've been building, the 20 T-90s a month that they've been building? Haven't seen those on the battlefield. Where are the 30,000?
And you're never going to see them. Yeah, you're never going to see the T-90 because that's $8 million down a toilet as soon as a first drone sees the first one. Now, Ukraine should want that. Ukraine should want as many expensive tanks on the front line as possible so they can blow it up and turn it into an economic black hole. They don't want Russia fighting this cheaply.
Yeah.
They want this to be expensive. Yeah. You're not going to see T-90s because they're a joke. They were designed to be a breakthrough tank, a World War II concept. And then when we find out with drone swarms, you can't break through anything. You got to break through 30 kilometers? You're never going to make it.
Got it. At the end of this podcast, we can talk a little bit about the Australian M1 Abrams that were sent to Ukraine.
For what?
Probably, because they don't need them because they realize they're worthless.
Yeah, you're dumping your garbage on the battlefield. They don't need them.
Exactly. Cleaning out their closet.
Yeah, that's what we do.
They're M1A1s, so they're like the original 1980s model.
It's like a T-72.
Yeah, piece of crap. Okay, let's talk about this article because it was interesting. It is from dronexl.co. So not even .com, but I'll put everything in the show notes. You can read it.
What is that, Canadian?
I don't know. That would be CA. This is co, maybe company. I don't know.
Colorado?
The title, it's not Colorado.
It's Colorado.
It's not. Do you think I wrote this under my
I
nom
think you
de
did.
plume? My nom de plume is Rafael Suarez.
Well, the dude goes off the rails on his article, which is much appreciated.
I do like this article because it's not from a military, fellatio giving website like so many of them that are just pandering to the defense military base. This is a drone website, so they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the military.
They're
fucking
unhinged.
up. Yeah. The title of this is U.S. drones stumble in Alaska, a wake-up call for military technology. It came out yesterday. The bottom line on this article is that in Alaska, Fort Wainwright, the U.S. Army conducted an experiment, more specifically DIU, Defense Innovation Unit, which is in charge of coming up with innovative solutions for things like, we can't drive our tanks on the battlefield because drones will blow them up. Anyways, the experiment was, let's fly some commercial drones that are supposed to be electronic warfare hardened and see if they can go through EW and hit their target.
That's a great idea.
They can't.
That's a great idea. That's good testing, good realistic testing.
Yeah. What they found out is these 4 companies could not produce a commercial drone that could fly through electronic warfare. because they all crashed and burned.
How much?
Literally.
How much did each drone cost per drone?
No idea. No idea.
I'm going to say $30K.
At least these are prototype drones, so probably
I'm probably
200K
foolish
for the
for even
prototype.
saying that. I am foolish for even saying that.
Yeah.
U.S. Now this is
it
good.
Is it a wake up call? Is it a wake up call?
Well, it wasn't
Sure.
a wake up call. Wasn't a wake up call 3 years ago when Ukraine
Why wasn't a wake up call?
annihilating Russia's armor.
Why not a wake up call for 8 years ago when DIUX
enough.
was just getting started?
Fair enough.
Let's shut that. We should have shut that down with Ash Carter. I think that was Ash Carter's little baby.
Well,
that
what's
was gonna
wrong
have
with it?
commercial
What's wrong? It's
technology.
trying to get technology through the DoD bureaucracy faster. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, trying to get it over the valley of death, trying to get it into production.
I call it the valley of incompetence.
The valley of incompetence. It's a new innovation term that has to deal with only U.S. drones. Yeah, so I guess it is a wake-up call, like so many wake-up calls that we've had every single day for the last,
Good
2
point.
years,
Good
3
point.
years?
True that.
So, okay, let's just add this to the endless wake-up call. The thing that amazes me about this experiment, and maybe it's because DIU is only, 8 or 9 years old, did they not get the memo that when you conduct a military experiment, you're supposed to make it really fucking easy to succeed?
They missed that.
Did they not get the memo? It should have been like super low power, one frequency jamming, have the drones fly right over the jammer and make it seem like they're invincible. Okay, that's the way you conduct a military prototyping experiment.
100%. You nailed it.
You make it so you're going to succeed no matter what. They should have taken a lesson from the Missile Defense Agency. That's how they conduct their experiments on intercepting things in outer space or other ballistic missiles, MIRVed warheads. They simply make the experiment super easy. Why do you have neon lights on your multiple independently tracked reentry vehicle? Why is it giving off a radar signature? Why is it giving off any energy? Look, am I saying the MDA cheats on every experiment?
Yes,
I'm not saying
you
that.
are. Yes,
I'm not saying that. But you have to take military experiments with a grain of salt. That's what surprised me about this article. That's what surprised me was, wow, they actually didn't fix the experiment to where they succeeded easily.
I'm going to assume the U.S. is going to continue to grind through this, work through it. It's part of the process. The first step of all change is hypocrisy. Yeah. That's where we're at.
The article went on to say that DIU had selected these commercial entities like 7 months ago. And then it says, by military standards, that's fast.
It is.
Holy shit. By the time you select, you down select to a winner for a contract and then produce those drones and then deliver those drones, complete garbage on the battlefield. Whatever you're delivering at that point is a piece of garbage. It goes too fast.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting to see that we're 3 years behind the power curve. We should have been knee deep in this 3 years ago instead of like standing in awe. Oh my God, what are they doing with drones? Oh, well, they'll never work against us. We lived in like 3.5 years of denial. Now we're like, I think we should do something. You're 3 years late, but okay, better late than never.
Yeah. The innovation is not your shitty $40,000 DJI knockoff drone. That they sell, like they sell the Mavic for like $1,000 or whatever, right? That's not the innovation here. The innovation is,
it isn't,
how do you have an innovation cycle and a logistics cycle that keeps up with the rate of change that's going on in the modern battlefield?
Jinx.
That's the innovation. Yeah. Oh, you used Jinx twice correctly in the same week.
You're not the one who knows how to use it. You don't even know what double jinx is, bro. What do you got to say?
Oh, I don't care. Let's talk about Wagner mercenaries, because there was a
It's
story
not
that
going to be
came
in
out.
German too? You're going to read it in German too?
I just did. Wagner.
For the listeners? Come on,
Wagner.
break off another
Okay,
German clip for 10 minutes.
That wasn't 10 minutes. My point in playing that podcast was that,
Oh, there is one?
not all podcasts
there
are
is
created
one?
equal. It wasn't very exciting, was my point. All right. The title of this, now this came from United 24, which has a vested interest in tracking Russian assets
Yes, they do.
worldwide, because this is a Ukrainian government site, official government site.
This got to be in the car. I'll be curious to see where this is. It's got to be in the car.
It's in the car.
I
It's in
knew
the
it.
car.
Knew it.
You nailed it. You didn't read this? You didn't read this before
No,
the podcast?
I know, because I did a book on China's battery minerals empire in the African continent, and of course I come across the Russians
in the
and
car.
Wagner
Gold mines.
and their car, and that's just one of the places about car that they're for gold, and the government pays them to suppress insurgency, and they take the gold,
Yes.
and it goes into Putin's pockets.
Yes, the title of this from United 24 is, quote, Wagner mercenaries gunned down 11 villagers
Only
at
11?
Russian-run African gold mine.
Must have been a
They
slow
weren't
day.
even doing anything. Like, the villagers were just walking around the gold mine.
Slow
so they
day.
just, yeah. How these evil Russians just gunned down civilians. It's not like they were standing in a breadline in Gaza on the border. I mean, these
deserved
villagers.
it.
Life
is cheap.
The Palestinians deserved it, but these guys,
Life is cheap
this
in
is an
Africa.
atrocity.
Life is cheap.
Everywhere, apparently.
Life means nothing. In the car, life means nothing. Whoever's in control, who has power, Wagner keeps them in power. Putin gets a bunch of gold. That's it. Everyone else is collateral damage. If you get in the way, you're toast. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well,
you are collateral damage.
Here's an older article from the same source, United 24. It was from 15 July. It says, Putin's secret army, Russia quietly deploys 5,000 troops across Africa.
Interesting.
With Wagner veterans.
They in Libya?
So they are definitely in Libya.
I wonder where most of the troops are. Okay,
I bet
eight nations.
Mostly in Libya, if I had to guess.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
8
maybe
nations.
What? How many soldiers
country?
per then?
They're probably mostly in Libya. Let's
so
see.
about
Let's
650 guys per location.
Maybe. So the map says Burkina Faso, Mali, Libya, Sudan, the car.
Oh, nice places.
Yeah. Yeah. All
very nice places to go.
Yes.
Prop them up, keep your dictator in power, squeeze him for every nickel you can get.
So besides the kind of warm power, I wouldn't say soft power,
but
let's
nice.
say kind of warm, hard power.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like solid power. I don't know what to call this. It's not soft power. It's
not. I like how you use
power.
that, like the Cold War analogy. Like I feel it.
Maybe it's warm power. I don't know. We'll come up with a new term. But besides that, which is clearly an objective for Russia, does this say that Russia has excess capacity, that they can deploy armored vehicles, MRAPs, a couple of old tanks, fighter jets to Africa? What does it say about their excess capacity that they're not using in Ukraine?
Well, what it tells you is they can't use it in Ukraine. Like you might as well use it in Africa. Those armored vehicles will be a sardine can in 5 minutes. You cannot use aircraft on the zero line. You might as well use it in Africa because you can't use it anywhere else.
And you can't use Wagner in Ukraine. You gotta spread them out.
Too much drama.
Get them away from get them away from Moscow as far as you can get them. Mali is pretty far. That's about as far as you can send Wagner away from Moscow.
They're paramilitary thugs. Use them in Africa. Compared to the Africans, they're like several notches higher. In the Eastern Front and Ukraine, they're just dog meat like everyone else. They probably get more bang for their buck using them like this, as
Yeah.
opposed to just being human safari in Donbass.
Yeah. Plus, they, like you said, they have experience. They have combat experience. Do
Yeah.
you want to lose those? I mean, because when this war is over, you're still going to be, invading Chechnya. You're still going to be invading Georgia. Like Russia's not over when this war
Yeah, they
is
got
over.
stuff to do. Putin's got stuff to do.
They've got tons of things. They've got plans.
They got to slap around some more countries.
Yeah. Not to mention Moldova is teetering on the brink, right? So they've got things to do when this is done.
I still think Ukraine should roll Moldova in a 3-day weekend and be done with it.
At this point, they probably can't do that if they're talking about peace. If they want to be looked at, if they want to be the good guys, they can't invade another country. Come on,
you're bouncing out the Russians. It's a 3-day. It's a police operation. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's only 2,000.
Yeah, it's a police operation.
2,000 Russians.
You roll them in a 3-day weekend. It's not even hard.
And most of those Russians that are in Transnistria, they're kids. They're not combat hardened unless they've lost a couple legs and they send them over there for recuperation.
Azov will take that over Easter weekend. It's not even hard, dude.
Azov would crush them, yes, in a weekend. Let's look at this. I rarely talk about outer space because I'm recovering.
Except when you do all the time because you're a Space Force officer.
I don't. Really, I don't talk that. Here's another United 24.
You're an astronaut for the last 6 months.
I have never said that. In fact, we had an astronaut that's running for senator from Texas.
Did he win?
On the podcast.
Did he win?
He's still running. He's
going to owe us. He's going to owe us when he gets in office.
That's right. Plug. Terry Virts for senator.
Get the vote out. Texas. Get the vote out.
Okay. Hey, here is an article, again from United 24. Why do I have so many United 24 articles? Because I happen to be on there today.
They spam your feed,
I was on the site today looking at stuff.
Okay.
This one struck my fancy.
Okay.
The title is A Cold War Above. How Russia built its space arsenal to target the U.S.
Fair enough.
And it came out yesterday. And the subtitle is, The Space Race Didn't End. It just went quiet. Over the past decade, Russia has been building a shadow fleet of satellites. Everybody uses that term now, shadow fleet.
Incorrectly. That's inflammatory.
Look, it says designed not to explore, but to watch, follow, and potentially interfere with others in orbit. So basically, Russia has been focusing on building these interceptor satellites that can take out our outrageously expensive and I dare say valuable, but probably not valuable as much as expensive satellites in outer space, because you can't really move satellites. They just sit there. Like if they're not in low Earth orbit going 17,500 miles per hour, they're basically just sitting in geo waiting for a Russian baby satellite to come up next to it and drill a hole in it.
What I'm really concerned, though, with it is the aerodynamic qualities of their space equipment. I don't think they can keep up. I don't know if they don't have the wings and all that stuff.
You're being facetious.
They have a problem
because
competing.
You know that there is no air in space, and you don't need
aerodynamics. Mean nothing. I could fly a square box in space, and it would be good as anything.
Just as good as anything.
That's outrageous.
As good as a space shuttle.
That's outrageous.
You could fly a space shuttle, or you could fly a giant cube, and they would both
like the Tesseract.
I would. What?
Like the Tesseract.
Explain that.
Oh, you
nerd!
Never seen any of the Avenger movies at all ever? I thought you had boys. Thought you had teenage boys.
Is it that glowing blue cube? Is it the glowing blue cube? Yes. Look, I'm not a Marvel
long
nerd.
Day. This is a long podcast.
You're a Marvel nerd.
I'll make sure I don't say any Star Wars stuff.
Trek Wars.
I don't think that's Star Wars, bro.
Okay, I just wanted to mention that. I wanted to mention how Russia has not stopped doing other bad things just because of the war in Ukraine. They're still cutting cables. They're still assassinating people. They're still trying to blow up satellites.
Correct.
What we call rendezvous and proximity operations, when you send a baby satellite up to a bigger satellite and screw with it. Not much you can do about it. Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyways, hey, here's an article moving right along from Reuters. The title is Australia delivers Abrams tanks to Ukraine for war with Russia.
I wouldn't accept them. I'd send them back. I don't want them.
We don't need them. Sorry. Keep your very expensive, hard to maintain, top of the line.
Don't need them.
Actually, these are M1A1s, 49, I think. And the M1A1 is like a 1980s era tank.
They still got the
Old
same
piece of crap.
They still have the same BDU camouflage from 1980 when they painted them.
Hasn't changed.
They don't need them.
I've never been to Australia, but I don't think that's the color of most of Australia's terrain. Is it jungle color?
It is in Malaysia.
Like that?
This is for.
Oh, there you go.
They're never going to fight on their own territory.
Invading. Oh, Australia was going to use this to invade other countries and other island jungle countries.
Thank you.
But then they found out, guess what? Tanks don't do anything. So,
like,
now we have this.
Do you know how much that paint costs to paint 49 tanks like that?
Well, are they using the new? We talked about the new stealth tank paint.
What's that?
That absorbs
$10,000 a gallon.
It's probably $10,000 a gallon at least, and it doesn't work.
Of course, it
probably doesn't work.
So
it was supposed to reduce
heat signature.
Reduce the heat signature
from the jet engine in the back.
Yeah,
that's a cool story,
jet
bro.
Turbine engine. That thing, you can see an Abrams from space with a thermal satellite,
like all the electronics and.
One of those satellites that are supposed to pick up nuclear missile launches, they can probably see Abrams tank from space. You're not going to hide that.
Armor scrambling, trying to be relevant, trying to stay in the game.
Yeah,
they're
hurting.
You do special paint. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you add an inch of armor on the top of the whole tank, add another 5 tons, and that's your drone defense.
Yeah.
What's this
Here
nonsense?
They are, 49 Australian tanks on their way to Ukraine
so
to
they're
get blown up.
Oh, geez. I'd turn them back. You don't need them.
Apparently Ukraine has almost all of the 49 tanks at this point, except for the ones that broke down at the dock and they couldn't even get it on the boat.
So half of them.
Whatever. Yeah, those they don't have.
You don't need these. These don't get you anything. There's no tank-on-tank warfare anymore. That's over. That's World War II nonsense.
Well, they are expensive to maintain, so they got that going for them.
They're going to spend no budget just trying to keep this stuff lubricated.
Yeah. Australia doesn't want them. They've got I think they have 75 M1A2 model Abrams. And then they had 50 or 55 of these old shit boxes.
Which is still better than every Russian tank ever made.
Oh, for sure. A tank-on-tank battle, there's no contest.
T-80, T-90, Armada, they're all
T-14, yes.
Compared to this.
They're all going to die.
But they'll never meet each other on the battlefild, ever.
No, you're never going to get that close.
They'll never even be within 10 miles of each other, ever.
No, look at the logistic train now. So we have not talked about that on the podcast, and we should have talked about that with Joe Janguza, the Army officer.
He's a smart guy.
He is. Think about how the FLOT and the gray zone has expanded, and now you're out 20 kilometers from the FLOT. That's 20 kilometers you have to move tactically with a tank. Are you kidding me? That's a lot. Your logistics train, because they get 1 mile per gallon
going downhill.
So 12 miles. That's 12 gallons.
I wouldn't be using.
That's a lot of gas.
I think at this stage and where technology has gone, whatever, I don't know why you're using anything but wheeled vehicles. I don't know what a tracked vehicle brings to the table anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's just compounds. We haven't talked about that problem with armor, because what you do is you put a tank on a head, a flatbed,
And
big rig truck,
and you truck it
and you truck it as close as humanly possible
to the front lines.
And then you unload that tank, and then you drive it with this jet engine and 1 gallon per mile or whatever it is. Then you drive it in combat.
Right.
But if you're burning through, I wonder how much they hold. I bet a tank holds 150 gallons of JP8 or diesel. What do you think it is?
Just find out the range of the tank. It's 1 gallon per mile.
Oh, I don't want to.
I'm going to say 250. Are you Googling it? Do I need to?
I'm chat GPTing it right now. How much fuel does an Abrams tank hold? I think 250 gallons is a lot. I'm going to say 150. Let's see. Chat GPT 4.0.
265 gallons
working.
is my guess.
What? 500 gallons.
500 gallons.
That's insane.
Half a mile to the gallon.
Yes. It gets 0.6
Half
miles
a mile to the gallon.
per gallon. What? Oh, it says, okay, this is weird. Maybe that's cruising speed. It also says 4.8 gallons per mile under normal combat operations. I guess you're going fast. You're going turning.
So your range is 50 miles.
Well, on roads, this is ChatGPT. So it says about 265 to 300 miles.
Putting humans out of work, so it's got to be right.
Yeah, it must be right. It's ChatGPT. How could it not be right? So take it with a grain of salt.
Here it says a striker can go 300 miles at 60 miles an hour before refueling.
I'd probably take a striker if I had to move.
No.
Especially if I was trying to outrun a drone.
No.
I'll take a striker.
Get off the tracked vehicles. I don't know why you even have them anymore. In the day of these drones, and I mean, don't wish away the Javelin. You're dog meat. There's no defense against it.
Yeah.
Don't even bring up the trophy.
I wonder what kind of javelin
system.
I wonder what kind of javelin the Chinese have. I bet they have
do.
A pretty good one.
They copied it.
They probably stole it from us.
They got it from us and copied it. It's the same. Maybe a little less qualified, but whatever. It's probably basically the same.
It's gonna destroy a tank.
Oh yeah,
pretty easily. Hey, let's end on this video. This video is just a Russian in a field on a beautiful day wearing a thermal cloak.
Oh, no, that's interesting. See if we can spot him.
Let's see if we can spot him. Yep, there he is right in the middle, running around.
What's a daylight scope?
And
daylight camera.
Yeah, and boom.
Oh. The cloak
liquidated.
Doesn't help in daytime, bro.
But it does. It does. That's a myth. So even look at the title.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look at the title. That's why
Balu
I wanted.
Hub.
That's
Balu Hub.
Balu Hub. No, it's from Special Kherson Cat, who is great. This analyst, we love this guy. We show videos all the time. He's great at trolling Telegram and picking out videos and then posting. But look what he writes here. Fun fact, heat insulating anti-drone ponchos work only during a nighttime. Grammatically incorrect, but anti-drone ponchos work only. Okay, thermal heat insulating ponchos work. They work day and night because we have day and night thermal.
Right.
So yes.
Do they work
as good?
Daytime, you use a daytime camera. 99% of the time. No, no, 99% of the time.
I've seen
using
daytime
daytime.
thermal.
Yeah, you see. I'm sure you see lots of shit on TikTok and Malaysian shit. You use a daytime camera in daytime for a reason, because it gives you the best security and the best vision. Generally at nighttime, because you can't see shit, you do thermal because you can't see that well.
Sure, but you can still pick out things with daytime thermal.
You could do a lot of stuff, bro. You could use a Cybertruck in the war too, but I ain't going to do it. You're using thermal at night.
The Chechens were.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for that data point. Yeah, bro, rolling with your thing. What hoping? What, you're going to roll the dice? I bet you that's the one drone on the zero line that's using thermal right now. Yeah, let me put my money down on that. No, jackass. I'm using a day-night camera, just like 99% of the drones do, and you're dead. You rolled the dice in Vegas. I bet you it's a thermal camera on that one. Wrong.
Well, the thermal cloak does protect you from daytime thermal cameras.
So maybe you were a jackass and were using thermals in daytime and needed to. What, is there smoke? Is it cloudy? Is it misty? Is there a lot of wheat chaff blowing in the air where my daytime camera doesn't work? Sure, I got it.
Wheat chaff,
it's not the norm. I'm trying to come up with daytime uses to support your erroneous theory that it is common to use thermal cameras in daytime.
Oh, no. I didn't say it was common.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say it was common to
You're
use
doing
daytime thermal.
All the astronaut, West Point, Gettysburg shit Jesus. Again, and I'm not biting. I'm not biting. I'm not biting today.
Okay. I want to show the video of the Chechens driving the Cybertruck with the machine gun.
Did you just Google it?
I did.
Google it up
here. I said,
bulletproof. It. I would use the Cybertruck too as bulletproof.
Okay, I'm going to edit out this pause, but we'll show it. Okay, hold on.
Is this the pause right now?
Yeah, we're paused.
Fuck.
Dude, don't, because I might not edit it. I might forget.
Now you got to edit it. Fuck.
No. Okay, let's look at the Cybertruck.
This is embarrassing.
Because you mentioned it.
This is embarrassing.
Because you mentioned it, we have to look at it.
Chechen ass clowns.
Okay, here's the Cybertruck with a machine gun that the Chechens, that Ramzan Kadyrov. There he is, Ramzan Kadyrov. This is like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember this meat rocket did this. 3
Cybertrucks. This is a trip down memory lane with this moron driving a Cybertruck.
What a complete
in Grozny.
Oh yeah, nice bullet shirt, bro. You haven't done a day in combat in your life, you meat puppet.
And he said, "Thank you, Elon Musk, for the Cybertrucks." And there's no fucking way Elon Musk gave him a Cybertruck.
No, absolutely he did. Absolutely, Elon Musk did.
Yeah.
Here's my bullet shirt because I'm a combat veteran. You haven't even been to a bad part of town. What an asshole!
He's on his way out. The last I heard,
I would slap the shit out of him.
Is sick, and he's dying of some kind of weird Chechen
Why
cancer.
Hasn't a local Chechen militia whacked him? Why hasn't that happened? Does he have popular support? Is he a beloved, benevolent dictator?
He's got at least he's got a stranglehold on Chechnya.
So far, he does. You do until you don't.
As soon as somebody pops him or one of his teenage sons, then Russia's just going to roll right in there and flatten Grozny again.
Well, they're going to wait,
start all over
until they're done with Ukraine because they get out of Schlitz.
Maybe they're pretty active in Africa.
What, 5,000 meat rockets? That lasts you 5 days in Ukraine. That's a business week, Monday through Friday.
But
not
you
even
can take
a
over a whole country in Africa. You could easily take over Somalia with 5,000 Wagner.
Well, you couldn't control it, but you could overthrow the government.
Yeah,
no one controls Somalia. It's carved up with warlords. No. Either does Syria. Like HTS who they say they're not HTS anymore, they can't control Syria. They can't even get control of their Druze.
What are they now? What do they call what do they
Syrian
call
government
themselves now?
They have dissolved
Oh,
themselves.
just Syria.
HTS
They just say Syria.
has dissolved themselves. They're like, we are the Syrian government and Syrian institutions.
Interesting.
Yet they got militia bubbas who still roll with the name HTS. They didn't get that's the dudes trying to roll the Druze. They're HTS.
Yeah.
They haven't got the memo. They're not playing
we
like
call
adults.
them Bedouins. Those guys are the Bedouins.
The Druze?
No, the Bedouins are fighting the Druze. The with the backing of the Syrian
Oh, you
government.
just made that up.
I did not make that up. Read a book, man.
The new series. Yeah, should I read your book? Oh, yeah, it's not done
Yes,
yet.
please.
Anyways, so that was cheap.
ChatGPT will write it for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
this
We'll
weekend.
get on it.
I'll be on vacation.
It'll be amazing.
And, yes.
Let's wrap this up. It's going downhill quick.
Okay. Yes. Good chat. We've just been
It's got
digressing
downhill
about
quick. Yeah.
Weird things. Okay. Good chat. I'll talk to you Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
The Flash Traffic Podcast.